Hello, Mashable. Thank you for coming. Please come inside. Welcome to my house. Honestly, I'll tell you, when I was doing up this house, people have asked me, what's the theme of your house? And I call it very confused. I've never done up a house before. So I just picked things that I liked, colors that I liked, and I wanted to keep it minimum, which is apparently called minimalistic. The walls are pretty gray, and I wanted some pop of color, somewhere. That's why I have that blue shoe rack. Even the couches have some kind of color and stuff like that. I'm not great at interior design or, doing up the house, but this is what I could do, and I kind of actually like it. But there was a lot of help from my friends and family. My mother helped a lot. I started with this corner. I tried to do this corner first, finish this whole area, then probably move to that corner. I don't like TVs in the living room per se. So when people come over, they don't have to watch TV and stuff like that. So I wanted them to have a conversation here, have their food, drinks, whatever they want to do, chill here. I finished Baby Reindeer. It was quite disturbing, to be honest, but I absolutely loved it. I go to theaters a lot, so I watch almost every movie in the theater that comes out. So I'm like, वो बचपन से है यार. I think मेरे mom dad भी हमेशा फिल्में देखते रहते हैं theater में. So this is Fred. He's a Persian rescue cat. He's seeing too many people here, so he's getting a little off. But yeah, and he sheds a lot of hair. So there's a lot of hair in my house, and you need basically a lint roller all the time you're moving out of the house because his hair just comes on you. But yeah, that's in part and parcel of having a cat, I think. So Aram Nagar mein, there were two cats that were, a car came and just threw two cats there. And one was a white Persian and one was Fred. And Fred had his ear was bleeding completely. I think he had been into a fight or something like that. But after we got him, we realized that his ear is still not fixed. So he had to go through 2 more surgeries after that. But he's a fighter. I've developed this new habit of reading, and I'm really enjoying it actually. The first book I actually read here was Still Reading Khan. That was Shah Rukh sir's book. It's by Mushtaq Sheikh. It's an old book actually. It's a coffee table book. Absolutely in love with this man. So I think it was a very easy read. I love to read about his life and his stories and his anecdotes. That is Fred, who you just saw, right? That was my first cat, Peewee, who passed away. The biggest heartbreak of my life. She actually taught me how to love animals and love cats. She made me into a cat person. She adopted me, I didn't adopt her. She just walked into my house one day and decided she's never going to leave. Worst part about having an animal is you know that they're going to leave you. They're going to come after you and they're going to leave before you. And that's the most heartbreaking part of having a pet or loving an animal. Every time I talk about her, I get a little emotional, which I don't want to. So that's my dog Bamdash. He was the first one to come into the family. He lived with my mom and dad, and he passed away very, very recently. And I think he's one of the reasons my mom and dad decided to move to Bombay, because Delhi was getting very, the house was, वो बोलते हैं ना काटने को दौड़ रहा था. Because I remember when I went to Delhi for his cremation, after the cremation I came back home and we were so tired and all of that. We all cried out and we ordered food at 10 o'clock or something. And then the bell rang, the food delivery guy came and the bell rang. And we didn't realize the bell rang because every time the bell used to ring up the house, he used to bark. And this time there was no bark. So I understand why my parents decided to move to Bombay, because that house will always haunt us. And that's Moza. She's a scaredy cat. बहुत डरती है ये. She doesn't like too many people. But yeah, she's fun. So that's Kobe Bryant. Again, a big loss for me and my best friend, Rohan. Rohan and I were childhood buddies, school se saath mein, and we used to play basketball together. And I still remember the day, COVID se pehle tha, I don't know, and I got a call and one said, "Did you hear what happened?" And he was almost like, his voice was trembling. I said, "What happened?" He said, "Kobe's no more. Helicopter crash." And I said, "Okay." And I kept down the phone and I slept off because I didn't realize what was happening. Then 5 minutes later, I called him back. I said, "What are you talking about?" Because I still have the first jersey I ever bought was a Kobe Bryant. I played basketball all my life. He's been an idol and somebody who you wish you could meet someday. And a true winner, a fantastic sports person. He always will be a legend. I really, really want to get a dog here. This house basically is calling for a dog. I just don't have the time for it. And if I get a dog, I want to give it my full love and full attention. I can't be half-assing it at all. Come, let me show you the balcony. This is my prized possession actually. I wanted to have a greener balcony and yeah, but it's very hard to take care of plants, by the way. I've realized how anal I've become about taking care of my plants. Like I said, my parents are have moved to Bombay, so their furniture is yet to come from Delhi. So what's happening is they had the sofa set which they didn't want to get rid of when they were moving from Delhi. So I decided that I'm going to take 2 of them, and so I didn't get seating here only because my mom and dad wanted me to have that furniture here. So I'm just waiting for that furniture to come in, and then I'll set up this. And also it's too hot to sit outside right now, so that's why I haven't done it. So this is my kitchen. Having a white kitchen and an open kitchen is such a pain because I'm 99% of the time when people are over, I'm just cleaning the house because it's always in your face, and I like a clean kitchen and stuff like that. And also it gets stained very fast. I didn't know that earlier. So now I'm always just scrubbing it all the time when people are over. My friends love to cook. There are at times like Christmas party and stuff like that, there are actually fights who's going to cook because everybody wants to make their own dish. So when I got this house, I realized that sabka kaam yahan par ho jayega because there's lots of space and everyone can make their own stuff. Thank you for coming in. Thank you, Mashable. I'd love for you guys to come again. And yes, and I'll make you some good coffee.